Hi everyone, it's me again. It's about 3:20, the 25th of January, and I just got through another interview with another company. I'm still not naming any names, but through this interview review, as I'm going to start probably calling them, if you can figure out who they are through the process, that's fine. The interview went good. It only lasted about 13 minutes, so it was really short compared to a lot of the other interviews that I'm probably going to be having. The lady I talked to was really nice. She was a really good interviewer. Where some of the problems I was having is based on kind of how the interview went. I got an email from the company confirming the date and time that I had set up for my interview, which most of these companies will do just to remind you, especially if you book these a couple weeks out. So the first part of the interview was just covering what was on my resume, what my experiences on my resume were like, what qualities I could bring to this company, which is something you can expect from a lot of interviews. They want to know what your experiences have been like. They want to know what qualities but they want to know what you can bring to the company. That's something that happens here in America too, which that's an okay part of the interview. Then the gears switched. In the email that I got from this company, they asked me to review the website that they have. This company that I would be working for is actually a private teaching school. It's not part of the public school system, and it's not part of the JUCO. The JUCO, which is a private after-school cram school. It's its own kind of cram school. It's a business that they've set up to teach English to adults, to high school children, to college-age children, to, heck, one thing said they had mommy and me courses, which I find interesting. And then she started asking questions about what I had read on the website. I will say stupid me forgot to do it until today, because that's not something you generally are asked to do. And she asked me questions like, well, do you know what time school day starts? It starts at noon, ends at 9. You have a 9-hour shift, but you get a 1-hour break, so you only have, technically, an 8-hour shift. What days do the classes run? Here's branches run Tuesday through Saturday. Your 2 consecutive days off are Sunday and Monday. So you only get a 5-day work week, but if you're used to how the work weeks are done here, unless that's how your schedule is, thank you casino, you're used to Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday off when people are doing things. Because Monday, there's not a lot of people out doing stuff, especially if you have friends. But it's still a 40-hour work week, so you get a full 40 hours. They work on that with you. But in that full 40-hour work week, not only are you teaching classes, but you're also helping them advertise. Kind of odd, in my opinion. So literally what the webpage says is you will be helping folding and stapling like pamphlets and stuff. And you'll even be out in the street handing out these information pieces so people can learn about the company. It is an interesting way to advertise, which isn't a huge problem. Here's some of the other problems I actually have with the company. A lot of the bigger companies that both Kyle and I have been researching, and both Kyle and I are kind of running into, is they are really meant for people who have just graduated college, who have just, possibly moved out of any student housing, whatever their student housing situation has been, and they've moved back home mom and dad. They're really not meant for people who have significant others, especially married couples that want to come to Japan together. Some of them are a little bit more lenient. You know, they say, oh, we can subsidize housing, but if you want to live with your significant other, you either have to wait out the contract and then they come over, or you have to break the contract, which costs a lot of money, and then you have to find a place after they get there, or you take the financial hit early and you have to go find a place that both you and your significant other can live in. So these are the lenient companies. This company, I asked, what would the situation be if my husband decided to join me? As long as I am contracted with this company, I have to maintain whatever living arrangement they give me, which is set up in a 205 square foot apartment, which is only about 19 meters. And it is set up for single occupancy. More than likely, that means no pets. And as all of you on Japan Blog know, we have cats. We want them to come with us. So as long as I'm contracted with this company, I don't have a choice. Kyle would have to live somewhere else. We'd have to meet up on the weekends. Or I still have to be pretending that I'm living at this place, and that's just lying. Another video will go into the pros of working for a big company after we figure out what a couple of pros are if we get hired for one of them. The salary was really nice. It is about 270,000 yen, so about $2,700. It's not bad. It's really good, especially if your housing and your travel is subsidized, or if you live really close to the school and you don't have to worry about, traveling a whole lot. You can just walk or you bike. It's not a problem. One of the other problems I had, you can look at what I'm wearing right now. I'm a very casual dresser. I'm wearing, a polo for these interviews. This company wants you to have a minimum of 4 suits, and they have a dress code. While I find dress codes important, especially if you are having classes with children, even preschool age or kindergarten, or any of the younger people that are kind of grabby, really kind of want to crawl all over you, I find being in a suit counterintuitive because it could get ruined. Now on the webpage they actually have links to PDFs that explain what is appropriate. So obviously you can go and you can look. And at least you get an idea of what, if you get hired, you can at least go look what you're supposed to be taking. Especially for girls. Obviously we have a really weird business casual, businessy, professional thing, and mixed with Japan's very conservative nature, it's interesting. It's not a bad company to work for. I recommend obviously working for this company if you are alone and you are single, or even if you can be apart from your significant other for a year or so and go work there. Because if your housing and your traveling is subsidized, you are pocketing a lot of money. You can do things with that money when you come back. But for Kyle and me, I think we're both in agreement. I don't want to be hired by this company. As nice as they sound, there are just too many hiccups right now that might actually cause problems for both of us trying to get over there. If you have any questions, obviously, about the interview process, please leave them in the comment box below. And obviously, after every interview, I'm going to do an interview review. Once I figure out who I'm actually hired by, I'll probably name them in a blog post instead of online so I can keep my job. But we'll we'll see how things are going. Kyle's applied for one job. I've applied for 9. Already got 4 interviews. So I'm looking at about a 50% rate of getting interviews right now, which for many of you in America, that would be good. We don't have that. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a good day, and keep up to date with Japan blogs. Bye.